Alright, we're back for another game with Kal-Azaar still, facing against another Kal-Azaar. So we'll see if this is the same 460 build that I run. I think 460 is probably the strongest build. This hand is perfectly acceptable. Osmotic Breeder is exceptionally good in the Kal-Azaar mirror. Because I have all these 2-drops, I am just going to play them right now, or one of them right now. Let's just get one and start it off with a Hatching Breeder. Hatching Breeder is just because with my hero ability I don't really need to worry about him trying to block it, and yeah, that is perfectly fine. If he wants to start spending cards on my not even really cards right now, I'm more than happy to oblige. He's spending a lot of cards right now. I'm not going to play anything this turn because I'd like to Weak of Knowledge and try to force my advantage. We still have a board. We're dealing pretty decent damage to him. I don't think that we need to push this, and we also have an Osmotic Breeder coming next turn. Or, of course, we could just Soul Reaver something that he plays, whichever we think is more important. Sure, that's acceptable. We'll just move this down. We're going to play our Osmotic on the second row in the front and just attack. This turn, if he wants to Arcast Wrath, that's fine. He needs to use his hero to do it. Soul Reaver's a little less fortunate, but if he's spending a Soul Reaver on that, then that's fine, especially if he's discarding to kill one of my breeders. Okay, yeah, he doesn't actually do that. There's no way that was correct. I'm thinking I still like Blazing Succubus. We're just going to keep running away with this breeder, because if he's just going to keep trying to block with this Dwelling Breeder, I don't really care. Play Blazing Succubus, we'll increase our magic once more. Something that would be really nice is if we could draw a Spellstealer Heretic. There's nothing in my graveyard right now, but I could discard a Soul Reaver and then get it right back with a Spellstealer. And he's getting his Soul Reaver back. That is unfortunate. Ariana is solid, though. I kind of would like to just run away with my breeders, I guess. If I had an Arcast Wrath, this turn would be super easy. As is, less so. I would like for him to play a couple more things, and then I can just Doombringer. Huh. You know what? Let's play the Urge Balls in front of the Swelling Breeder and run away with my breeders and see what happens. We're also going to draw with the hero ability this turn. Alright, Forked Firebolt isn't amazing. I don't really want to play a Hellfire Bloater, so I'm going to leave it at that. Something to keep in mind when you're playing Kal-Azaar is that it's not always necessary to use all of your resource every single turn. If you feel like you're the control player, that is, if you feel like you're the one who needs to be controlling the game, kind of like I feel right now, it's just important for me, since I have more cards in my hand, to make sure that he doesn't get too much of an advantage at any one point, and then I'll eventually just win based on how powerful my hand is. Then it's good to just draw cards, sit back, relax, let your opponent do something like this. Now at this point, I'm just going to play a Doombringer, sacrifice it, and then follow it up with a Moon Phoenix. I think that'll be really strong. And now I just have a huge advantage. I've got answers for anything he really feels like playing. Moon Phoenix is going to keep recurring. I've got enough that after playing one more card, I get to get my Moon Phoenix once more, and he only has 5 cards in his hand to my 9. If you've seen my video on card advantage, this 10 cards, Moon Phoenix is 1 plus 9 in the hand versus 5, is very good. Alright, Osmotic Breeder plus Hasifa. I kind of feel like just playing Ariana, getting rid of the Hasifa right away. I can't Soul Reaver it, so yeah, I can afford to take 3. I'm not too scared of this Osmotic Breeder, I don't think. Alternatively, Hellfire Bloater, no. Okay, no, we're just gonna play Ariana and hit him for 3. He's getting pretty close to the point where he's gonna just be dead to a time jump. If I do something like play Urjabal's minion plus time jump next turn, that might actually be enough to kill him on the spot, because that's 5 damage here. Urjabal's adds another 2 damage to the board, so that is a potential 12 damage. Alright, so killing the Ariana. If he doesn't block, oh, okay. That is still fine though. Let's just play, let's do the whole Bloater Forked Firebolt thing now. That's going to leave us with 4 resource, so we'll play Moon Phoenix and Succubus. I am fully expecting an Arcath's Wrath from him. Yeah, Arcath's Wrath is annoying, to say the least. Maybe I just want to draw a card instead, and just replay the Moon Phoenix. Okay, so the reason I decided that I want to do this instead is because if he doesn't deal with the Moon Phoenix, then I can so just play something with 2 attack, hit him for 3, and then hit him for exactly 5 if he doesn't block the Moon Phoenix. So this is still lethal if he doesn't do something about it, like he's in a spot where he needs to be reactive, and if I overextend, obviously I didn't know I was going to be drawing a Hatching Breeder, but if I had also played the Succubus, then an Arcath's Wrath is devastating. Alright, so now here I just win. I get to attack him for 3, play a Succubus, time jump, and then attack him for 5, and that is GG. So you could see I was the control role there. I kind of wasn't too worried about being aggressive, was trying to use my cards conservatively, and managed to just grind him out of that game. So that was a well-played game by both of us, I think, and really exemplifies how to play Kal-Azaar. So I hope you guys enjoyed.